Hello, welcome to the audio commentary for the prototype slash precursor footage that I filmed when I was interviewing my grandparents for my autism project. Now, the footage you are seeing on screen now is primarily a precursor to the audio podcast idea, which I'm now going ahead with. Now, the reason I say the precursor is because I wanted to continue producing video content, primarily documentaries and promo films and whatnot. But I soon found out and learnt after watching this prototype footage that the film quality wasn't the best, but the audio quality was brilliant. Even though I was using the internal microphone on the DSLR, so I basically tried to make the visual aspect as good as I can in post, but it still didn't look right. So I decided to go into a new direction. We're making an audio podcast, which was inspired by the audio that was captured from this footage, because I thought that the audio was clear, not crisp, but clear to understand. And basically, yes, the audio did have some slight interference, but it basically told me, hey, why don't you explore making a podcast or something like that? Like something using audio instead of footage. So I thought, right, so I'm probably going to do that. And then I basically done like loads of research and loads of like in-depth analysis and what basically makes a podcast unique, and what's the main selling points. So this footage, even though it won't be used in the podcast, I might have to give it credit for inspiring me to go in the direction of making the podcast. So without this footage, there may have been no podcast idea. So that's something that the footage has brought to the table for this project, which is basically saying, well, let's do the podcast because the audio was brilliant, even though the audio will not be used in the podcast because I want to basically start from scratch with the audio using a voice recorder, which is, I think, a test cam. I think I don't know. I can't remember, but basically the audio will be re-recorded from scratch, so hopefully a bit more of a higher quality in terms of the audio. And again, this footage will be only used for demonstration purposes and also the history purposes as well, because at some point at the end of this project I have to do like a PowerPoint to help illustrate what I have done to get up to the point of making the podcast. So the footage will not be used in any way throughout the autism podcast development, and besides the fact I have to put it into the folders and then basically just have to talk about what the footage represents, which is basically a jumping off point, which is going from a documentary to a podcast because of the audio. And that is it for the audio commentary. So thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more videos.